They say I'm unethical for asking employees to work 8:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. Please, we are family here.
Family, 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 family.
Hello, friends. Trace amounts of science. Do you have a job? Well, a lot of people do. And some people are really proud of their job. They get on LinkedIn, they talk about it, they get a little bit too invested, and then they become r/LinkedIn lunatics. This is the first time that we visited this subreddit, and I'm quite excited to get into it, so let's see what we got today. What level of job search hell is this? Tegan A. Bardos. In the past 4 weeks, 8 out of 10 applicants answered the phone, hello. What the other two say? What's up? What's up? And it has driven me crazy as a hashtag career coach. Y'all, hello doesn't set a professional tone. Yeah, neither does y'all, Tegan. What the fuck are you on about? In fact, it induces doubt of your professionalism from the get-go. Well, good. That's good that you know right now I'm not a professional. Let's not waste each other's time. Answering the phone with, hi, this is first name, last name, is a small change that makes a huge difference. 1, it allows the caller to hear your name clearly, and 2, immediately sets a professional tone for the conversation. Share this simple tip, recycle emoji, to help your network stand out. Do you have any phone interview tips to share? Drop them in the comments. Down there, emoji. Please, for God's sake, please engage with this post. Please! Please! My entire life is just waiting for the LinkedIn notification to go off so I could possibly make money to feed myself. Please, for God's sakes, interact with it. I'm Tegan A. Bardos. I'm sorry, I went a little too all in on the bit. Your give it to you straight career coach. Pow! I call BS on all the outdated poo-poo emoji job search advice that blah blah blah. Come here, Tegan. Tegan, how fucking old are you? You look like you just started your period, Tegan. I'm really in a fucking mood today, I don't know. But seriously, come on, this is not good advice. It's terrible advice. Just dox yourself immediately. Somebody who called you randomly now knows your first and last name. No thanks. It's probably because a lot of these LinkedIn people do cold calling, you know? They want your first and last name so they can write it down on the list and harass you for the next 5 decades until you die. And then they'll harass your family for another 20. It's the worst thing ever. I'm 22, so I know a lot about life. Get the fuck out of here. You know nothing! Good start, good start. Really hot under the collar already. This is a good place for me. How about this one? Good luck getting a foot in the corporate world to this Olympic silver medalist. Yusuf may have won at the Olympics, but if he showed up like this in the corporate world, his resume won't get shortlisted. He won't get the right projects. He won't be put in front of customers. He won't get promoted beyond a point because corporate success is more about perception than performance. If that's how you function in your own life and with the people you hire, then good fucking luck to you. I'm all about You could show up to work in sweatpants. I don't care. The job gets done is what's important. And yeah, what has Neil Jadhav done that's even anywhere near an Olympic silver medal? What an idiot. Kajol Srinivasan says stories on LinkedIn be like, yesterday we had a Zoom meeting and Sanjay was reluctant to turn on his cam. I insisted he did, and we saw that he was presenting from a bed in the ICU where his mother lay dying. He apologized profusely for the inconvenience, and I said, don't apologize for being human, Sanjay. And I didn't fire him. I just cut his salary. Show compassion to your employees. Oh my god. That story is so wild it sounds completely made up. What's that? It is? Okay, next one. I want you to start before you're even hired or I'll fire you. I hired someone to start on the first Tuesday of the month. They arrived at 8:45 on the first Tuesday of the month. They walked into my office and put out their hand for me to shake. It's bad news, I said. I sent them home and told them this job wasn't right for them. When hiring, you want people that aren't afraid to start the job earlier.
Well, you got me. By all accounts, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I told you to be here on Tuesday, so definitely come in on Monday. Like, most people would just think you're an idiot. They're like, you don't know? You don't remember what fucking day I told you to come? He followed instructions. That's the most that you can ask from basically anybody. Was he early to work? Yes. Could he have come in on Monday? Yes. Don't just do what's asked of you. Do what you ask of yourself. All these posts are supposed to be like super inspiring and shit, but I really do see just a soulless corporate hellscape. You didn't come in on Monday because you couldn't read my mind, so you're fired. How do you ever hire anybody? Or I guess you hire a bunch of idiots like yourself that don't know what day it is. Anyway, next one, Calling Candidates Rats by Kevin Simpson. What a fucked up start to the day. Just lost 2 deals worth $18K. One candidate pulled out of a second interview worth $8K. Job was his to take. Pulled out my text message and took a counteroffer where he currently works. Absolute rat. I mean, money talks. You want him that bad? Throw some money on the table. Another candidate has genuine reasons and called me to tell me she won't be accepting the offer. $10K down the drain. Fair enough. Then to add salt in the wounds, new business LinkedIn message. A regional operations manager for a power rental business didn't like my approach through LinkedIn. Decided to tell me she's now emailed all the decision makers in her business to stop me winning them as a client. We'll see about that, you little rat. What? I bet when you pull up like the most used emojis, his is the rat. I've been up and working since 7:30 and I lost $18K pipeline. And some a-hole's trying to stop me from winning business over nothing. It's not over nothing. It was made clear. She doesn't like your LinkedIn approach. Really, that's the neatest part about LinkedIn is you can go there and see exactly how much of a try-hard fuckhead your boss or coworkers are. Recruitment is tough business. Yeah, just ask the Army, especially these days. If you can't deal with this type of morning, then don't bother with this industry. It's bloody hard. Aw, I'm sure it is, but so is every other goddamn business. You're crying in the rain, Pally. Selling people's the hardest commodity to sell in the world, and dealing with jobsworths who think they're something special. Who the hell does she think she's talking to? I won't give up. I'll never give up. Watch out today. I'm on one. Yeah, me too. Good news. I should close a 7,500 deal this afternoon. Not all bad. P.S. I dare a troll to pipe up today. Sorry, dude, can't pipe up. I'm busy piping down your neglected wife. No, that's not true. This guy does think that he's like the only special person in the world. Everybody else is just a little rat. He's using people for his own means, and that is often the type of people that become CEOs or business execs. And I don't feel bad for you at all. You stepped on a lot of necks to get there. It's only right you get your neck stepped on a little bit. A little bit. Did you know it only takes 15 kilograms or 33 pounds of pressure to completely close somebody's trachea? So we'll just do that. That's a little amount, right? Close enough for government work. This is how we treat rats. Actually, I love rats. Anyway, moving on. Drives an hour. Why not go to your hotel room? This is Christina Rajzer. R-A-J-Z-E-R. And she says, hey, check this out. In Croatia, you know you're seriously into marketing when you're on vacation, ditch everyone at the beach and drive an hour to a co-working space to work. Just because you're so passionate about what you do, laughing with tears. Hope I'm not the only one. That's the sad part. I'm sure you're not. Many, many people giving up like good times, memories that would last forever in order to go sit at a job for another day. Wow, you're really making appearances, putting in the effort. Surely you'll be up for that promotion. If I just get the promotion, then I can buy more stuff. Then my life will be complete and I have time to hang out at the beach until I decide I need more stuff and another promotion. You're letting your life pass you by, Christina. You're encouraging others to do the same. It's not the way to go. That's all I got. Next one. Tell me you're a lunatic without telling me you're a lunatic. Ori Bogdan. I returned from my weekend in the Maldives, and suddenly I'm a LinkedIn lunatic? First, let's clear this up. They say I'm unethical for asking employees to work 8:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. Please, we are family here.
Family, 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 family.
Yeah, just like as at Olive Garden, they have people chained up in the basement, and they're like, we're family. You belong to me. I don't know how to tell you this, Ori, but sometimes families break up, you know? Even just a 9 to 5 is bad enough. You gotta be out your fucking mind. That is why our employees happily work 13 to 15-hour days. We call it Ohana. Oh yes, that Lilo and Stitch. I do love the little blue alien.
Ohana means family.
He saw that movie and just took the message in completely a different direction. We're all family here, so I can maltreat you. Oh, cool. Second, 50K, too little for NYC. If you can thrive on that, maybe the problem isn't the salary. It's you. When I started, $2.50 an hour felt like a gold mine. Yeah, when did you start? Back in the 60s when rent prices were actually somewhat acceptable? Things have changed since then, I hate to tell you. It's all a swirling hell pit and it's going a really bad way. The crazy part is, like, he's old enough to see the difference between then and now, but he just doesn't for whatever reason. I'm gonna choose to ignore the rent prices. I own my home. It doesn't matter to me anymore. And no, I did not fly private to the Maldives. I flew economy, right next to a crying child. So before you call someone a lunatic, think about the CEO's feelings. Oh, that poor CEO. He doesn't like being called out for his ludicrous behavior online. Well, if your skin ain't thick enough to take it, here's a tip. Stop fucking posting about it. Just enjoy your trip to the Maldives and don't tell anybody about it. Is that possible for you? Do you think you're capable of that? Probably not, because it's not the trip that he wants. It's the acknowledgement that he took the trip. It's just like going to see a live concert or whatever. The experience sucks. I'd much rather just stay home and watch a YouTube video. But you gotta go overpay for the t-shirt and beer and tell people that you were there. Post it on your social media of choice. My social media of choice at the time, aside from YouTube, is of course Twitter or X, Twix as we call it. You should follow me over there, @DaytonDoes. Sometimes I post things, thank you so much. Ori concludes with, we don't get to clock out, even when sipping Brun Dior at the beach. That's right, what a tough life we live. But the truth is, even when you're not at work, actively working, you're still making money. That's the difference. So you're right, you don't get to clock out. It's just like being a YouTuber. It's always on your mind, always forever. Luckily, my wife is working really hard posting shorts on her channel so we could talk strategy a little bit without her getting super annoyed. You should check out my wife's channel @Mrs. Redx. As for Ori, yeah, I don't care. People said mean things about me. They said the job sucks. It does suck, dude. 50K salary for 13 to 15-hour days, presumably 5 days a week, probably even more. He calls you up on the weekend. Can you help me move my couch? We're family. I'm buying a bigger house from your hard work. Are you gonna pay me for it? No, I got you pizzas and beer. Sorry, Ori, I don't like you that much. What did Walter White say to Bogdan in Breaking Bad?
You and your eyebrows.
Moving on. John Roman is posting some top-tier look-at-me garbage. Are you efficient with your day? No. Thanks for asking, but no. Working on a new schedule. What do you guys think? couldn't give less of a fuck. Again, thanks for asking.
Hey champ, that's really interesting. Next time, keep it to yourself.
Typical daily schedule, 2:30 a.m., wake up. 2:45 a.m., prayer time. That's 15 minutes of praying. That's a waste of time, dude. You could cut that down. 2-3 minutes tops. 3:15 a.m., breakfast. You're giving yourself 30 minutes for breakfast? You only need 10, dude. Get your shaker of protein powder, hop in the car, wherever you're going, which I guess is the gym. 3:40 to 5:15 a.m. This is like the only one that has a range to it. Are we just not starting at 5:15 in case we need 2 hours for breakfast? You had like one of those Hollywood movie spreads with fucking every food on the planet and you just grab a waffle and run out the door. Hey, I gotta get to my workout. This is so weird. 5:30 a.m. post-workout meal. How about we just skip breakfast and do the post-workout meal? That's probably what I'd do. See, you've already wasted like 3 hours of your day. I'd have all this done in one. That's not true. I'd sit there and motivate myself for 5 hours. Be like, come on, we gotta work out. Yeah, maybe tomorrow. Stupid brain. Never does what we're supposed to do. 6 a.m. shower. 7:30 a.m. golf. We're giving ourselves 90 minutes to shower. 8 a.m. snack. Yeah, and 30 minutes to golf. What the fuck? Maybe those two things should be switched around. Also, who the hell golfs at 6 a.m.? You psychopath. 9:30 a.m. cryo chamber recovery. Yeah, that sounds awesome. I feel 100 times better with a dick sickle between my legs. 8:30 a.m. snack. Oh, he's a snacky boy. He likes his snacks, doesn't he? 11 a.m. family time / meeting / work calls. Oh, so we're finally getting to work? Maybe. Unless we're doing family time. We finally work at 11. 1 p.m. lunch, 2 p.m. meetings and work calls, 3 p.m. pick up kids at school, 3:30 p.m. snack, 4 p.m. workout number 2. Yeah, he just couldn't think of what he's supposed to do. He's like, I don't know. Should it be more meetings? No, that's boring. People will tell me I work too much. We'll just call it workout number 2. Nobody will notice. 5 p.m. shower, 5:30 p.m. dinner / family time, 7:30 p.m. bedtime. You live like a fucking old person. I love not waking up until lunch, staying up till 5 in the morning. It's when my brain is the most switched on. It's the way that I work best. Maybe this is the way that John Roman works best, but it does seem like an old person's schedule to me. Let's get the matinee and a dinner, and then, ooh, I'm bushed. Off to bed I go. Original poster had this 100% correct. It is look at me garbage. Nobody's golfing every single day. 2 workouts, please. Like, everything on social media is a lie, but that seems doubly true on LinkedIn. At least he didn't say, this is the schedule that I follow every single day. He's like, I'm just working on it, you know? Maybe I'll do it. I gave my family 4 hours today, 2 of which was at dinner. I don't know, man. Seems to me like you're missing out on the important parts of life, but good luck with the schedule. Especially because making it and sticking to it are 2 very different things. I admit to myself up front, I'm like, I don't have the discipline for that shit.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Randomly insult 2 generations for reach and reaction. Yeah, gotta get my networking on. Don't you network, bro? Alex Janowski, CPA. Millennials and Gen Z can't afford homes, but we cannot ignore the fact that Gen X and baby boomers did not have overseas spring break trips, $2,000 per person bachelor parties, dinners out downtown twice a week, fancy gym memberships, Starbucks every day, a new outfit for every occasion. You might find a down payment hidden in there somewhere. Again, I'm not taking financial advice from Alex. It looks like he just got his first ball hairs. He's a babe. What are you gonna tell me? He's like, oh, if you just cut out the avocado toast, then you can totally afford whatever you want. Fuck you. I should be able to have avocado toast and all the other things I want. The problem is not within my own finances, it's in the government's finances because of inflation. There you go. But I guess that advice isn't actionable enough. That advice doesn't encourage anybody to rip out their soul. Hey, that vacation you've been saving up for? Don't go. Put it in an account. Hope you don't die tomorrow. Isn't seeing the number go up worth way more than actual life experiences? You see, boomers didn't have this problem. There were no muscle cars that they wanted to go buy, and all they had to do was work at McDonald's for a single summer. No temptations for those boomers at all. What I'm saying is the whole thing is definitely not occurring because we discovered that a debt-based economy is really, really good for lining the pockets of the oligarchic elite. Much better to just blame people for their failings instead of any situations or circumstances they experience. And while in some cases that might be true, I don't think buying a home is one of them. The system is fundamentally broken, and you can't even admit it. So yeah, come back to me when you get some short and hairies on your chest, Alex. Until then, 2 fingers, I'm out. I can only imagine the work culture, mind blow emoji. Molly Feddick, founder of Buzzkill Wine, says, I think physical offices are 90% of the time exercises in founder ego. Well, I actually do pretty much agree with that, Molly. But here comes our good friend Ori Bogdan to correct us on that. I'm sorry to disagree. I require all of my employees to come into our office on Wall Street from 6:30 a.m. sharp until 7 p.m., often later. One of our key tenets is that each employee must provide a detailed outline of their work and progress every day, presented to management on a daily 6:45 a.m. stand-up. Oh, you want to see some stand-up? I'd really be clowning. They're like, 9 a.m., looked up Japanese MILFs, 10 a.m., rubbed penis through jeans. All right, he's off and running. He's up a management material, I'll tell you. If you're trying to build a world-class company, your employees must reflect your ambitions. This is why we pass on unnecessary spends like stipend for travel. They earn $50K yearly. They can handle it. And why we ban anyone from having children. Oh, you and your wife have a baby? You got a license for that baby? This subreddit's so wild, dude. I'm coming back here for sure. Less time equals less productivity equals weaker company. Make working in the office normal again. No thank you. Maybe you are less productive at home, whatever, doesn't really matter, as long as the work is getting done. You've outlined something to do for the day, and it happens. Nothing else truly matters. And so I guess this is the post that let the trolls find Ori, and he freaked out. Another display of the founder ego that Molly Feddick was pointing out. And he's also got a fucking Naruto profile picture on LinkedIn, which is just...
You serious?
I don't know. I guess that's why he doesn't give stipends for travel. He just expects you to Naruto run to your destination. Oh, Ori, what a character. I'd like to sit down with him and record some of the bullshit that falls out of his mouth. Maybe someday. Anyway, we're moving on. PhD bad! I mean, maybe, can be, I guess. Depends on your end goals. Pascal Bornet says, it looks like the value of a PhD in 2024 is approaching $0. What do you think is the cause? What can we do against that? Gosh, it's almost like every form of formal education is turned into a complete fucking clown show. That seems to be what happens when you just hand them out like candy. Just because people paid you, you're like, okay, he showed up. It's fine. PhD in 1924. I've dedicated years of study to become a respected authority in my field. My alma mater has allowed me to obtain closely guarded knowledge that is available nowhere else on Earth. Which might have been true in 1924, but nowadays we got the internet. You can get all sorts of closely guarded knowledge. Not a lot of it's true, but you sort through it, it's fine. PhD in 2024. I just went into 6 figures of debt to learn trivia that's free to anyone with an internet connection. Every study I publish will likely never be replicated. I make less money than a plumber, and that plumber's son just made a YouTube video on my area of expertise that's more cited than anything that I've written. Did they at least cite you in the YouTube video? Not that that pays very well, but I do hope you're getting something out of the deal with 6 figures of debt. I'm so glad I didn't go to college, bro. 1 semester, and I was like, it's not for me. I'm done with school. And if you ain't gotta go to school, you gotta be really insightful and or funny and or just do a trade. And you'll be fine. Don't go to college unless you absolutely need to. It's another tool used to fund the debt-based economy. It's a lie. It feels like this video is leaning a little political, but that's fine. Let me buy all the houses in America and everyone rents. Wow, sounds like a living hell. Grant Cardone. Billionaire Grant Cardone says he and other real estate investors will quote-unquote save the day and prevent a home price crash. Yeah, that's super. Now I just have all of these houses. The market is very stable because I'm the one deciding the market price. Still, nobody's gonna buy because it's ludicrously expensive because I just spent my entire nest egg on buying foreclosed homes. Sounds like a real peach of an idea there, Grant. Good luck with it. The giga landlord. The landlord to end all landlords. At least some of them know how cringe they are. See, that's the real secret. If you just lean in, if you just own it, who cares? People tell me, oh, your content's cringe every single day. And I'm like, yep. That's what it is. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Doesn't matter as long as you watched it. Andrew Tobin says, my 4-year-old froze on stage at her first ballet recital. I failed, she told me after the show. I looked at her, heartbroken, with tears in my eyes. No, I failed you, but today you've given me more than I could have ever asked for. You gave me a sad kid story to post on LinkedIn. Flawlessly executed. Linked what? She asked. LinkedIn, I replied. A place where depressing personal anecdotes involving imaginary children are posted and mined for engagement in order to boost one's own professional identity. She looked at me confused. But Dad, I cut her off. Shh. No more of that. The post is over now. There's a character limit, I'm pretty sure. Keep it short and sweet for the sort of knuckle draggers that actually engage around here. We seen a few of them, but I don't think Andrew's one of them. He gets it. High quality shitpost. Nicely done. Here's a good one. Alex Hormozy. Oh, I follow him. Personally, I think he's brilliant, but we'll see if that holds up in this post. If you have less than $100,000 in savings, 8 things you can do to get closer to that goal. Oh shit, is that supposed to be a goal? Damn it. 1, stop eating out. Discount groceries only. Nah, sorry dude. I'm done with that beef organ chorizo, okay? I want to buy some actual food. And sometimes I'd like a night out with my wife. Is that so wrong? We went out last night to sing some karaoke. It was beautiful. What a wonderful night. So yeah, 1's out, I guess. But tell me what I can do to get $90,000 in savings. Stop buying new clothes. Go to Goodwill. Check. Everything we buy in the Philippines basically comes from Ukay. I did buy some of my own merch from Fourth Wall. You should go check that out. It's very nice. Embroidered. Oh, so comfy. And I think it's because I've been wearing used pants for many years that I could afford to splash some cash on the merch. So good, I agree to number 2. 3, only attend free friend events. Yeah, that sounds about right. 4, apply for jobs that offer more salary than your current role. Yeah, sounds about right as well. And until that one guy calls you a rat for taking the offer. 5, pick up side hustle work. Check. 6, learn skills that you can trade for a high hourly rate. Yeah, sorta, I guess. It shouldn't be just pick up skills. It should be like master skills, you know? Because I can edit my videos, but I think Elijah puts a little more polish on it. I've also seen like mind-blowingly polished stuff where I'm sure those editors ask for hundreds of dollars. So yes, master the skill. That's how you get the high hourly rate. So sort of half agree on 6, I guess. 7, find the hardest worker in the room when you enter a new job and double their input. Nope, I'm not going for that shit either. The only time you should be looking into your neighbor's bowl is to make sure that they have enough, okay? We're not doing the competition thing here. Everybody's going at their own pace, and it's gonna turn out fine. I don't need to break my fucking back for a promotion that'll never happen. 8, do all of the above for at least 36 months. Comment back on this post in 36 months. I promise you, things will be different. Nobody's gonna, that's why I picked 36 months, because nobody's gonna fucking remember. How much could you possibly save doing all of this? 100,000 over a year and a half? You're gonna have to use that 100,000 for hair transplants because you're stressed as shit. It's already starting to go up top. I'm gonna need some hair transplants, and then I'll need them many years earlier if I keep piling on like this. No, I think I'm doing exactly what I need to do. I don't need to reach some imaginary number for my life to be fulfilled, but thank you anyways for your input, Alex. Some of those are helpful. Moving on. Sorry to burst your bubble, but you're not a real doctor. Dr. VK. She has to be a doctor. It says in her profile she's a doctor. It's official! I'm a doctor! Yesterday I made history and became the youngest person to ever receive an honorary doctorate. Doctorate degree from the University of Bradford. Wow. Where are you going to do your residency? When the Vice Chancellor said, by the authority vested in me, I admit you to Doctor of the University of Bradford, the youngest person we've ever awarded an honorary degree to, I cried like a baby, OMG. I just feel shocked and overwhelmed with joy. Thank you for coming with me on this journey and celebrating with me. Your comments, words, and love don't go unnoticed. Lots of love, Dr. Varizo Felicis Katifu, but you can call me Dr. V or Dr. Cutie P. It's supposed to be pie, but it's too many E's. Thanks for the post, Dr. Cutie P. Oh, there's replies to it. Super. Isaac says, congratulations, Dr. VK. Generally, it's not customary to use the title doctor for an honorary doctorate. The title doctor is traditionally reserved for those who have earned a PhD or other doctoral degree through rigorous academic work. In your case, as a recipient of the honorary doctorate, you can still use the honorific. The title is Dr. HC or Dr. HC in parentheses within specific contexts, such as blah, blah, blah. And then Victor comes in here and said, she's not competing with you or trying to... She's not gonna bang you, Victor. Cool out. Emmanuel says, congratulations! Honorary doctorates are honorary. You don't use doctor in front of your name or call yourself doctor with an honorary degree. I understand you're studying for your PhD. Once done with your PhD, you can use the doctor title. Just thought I should make this humble suggestion. You're doing well. Proud of you. Somebody else comes in here to link her to the Wikipedia page for honorary degrees. I was really hoping Dr. VK would come back into her post and freak out in the comments, but haven't seen that yet. Kudzanai says, congratulations for the recognition, but I believe the title doctor is reserved for those who have earned it through academic research. I stand to be corrected, though. A bit unrelated, I often talk to people who call themselves sales engineers or marketing engineers, only to find out that they never really studied any engineering qualification. Yeah, it's just a word. A bit upsetting, knowing how difficult engineering is, only for some to just loosely use the title. Clarice says, I totally agree. It's a humanitarian award. Recognition, not conferred or earned. Thank you. This is a pet peeve of mine. Smile. See, Clarice has PhD because she earned it through academic work and also paying the colleges hundreds of thousands of dollars. Paul Johnson, can't believe the pedantic contributions of this post. How's it feel to pour cold water on a young woman's delight? Why bother commenting? Regardless of the protocol or title, she deserves nothing but recognition and praise. Bullshit. She's not gonna bang you, dude. They're correcting her because it needs correcting. You spent like 8 to 12 years trying to get a degree and somebody else walks in and says, I have the same title as you because they gave it to me. No, I'd kind of freak out too, honestly. Paul Johnson's weird. Clarice comes back in and says, well, Paul, I worked my behind off to receive an worn and conferred doctorate. That's all. Well, I'm glad they gave you the doctorate even though you can't put a sentence together. That was nice of them. Let's be honest, yours is probably fairly honorary too, right? It really is entertaining to see people just ripping each other apart over an honorary degree. It should be a nice situation, but no. Everybody wants to point out how they're right and better and you're worse and wrong. For whatever myriad reasons. It's really just a big pool of egos swirling all around. And to be frank with you, I hate looking into it. It's disgusting. So we're gonna move on. LinkedIn lunatic having date hallucinations. Oh yeah, I want a date with a CEO. Akhil Devarakonda says one of my recent dates went like this. Girl, so what do you do? Data engineer? That's me. Oh, he's not just me, he's me. Data engineer. I'm a data engineer. I basically organize and streamline data. Think of me as a digital Marie Kondo, but for databases. Yes, this file is corrupted. It does not spark joy. And then you throw it in the trash can. Girl says, oh, so you make data spark joy? Data engineer? That's me. Me, the data engineer. Exactly, except when it's a total mess, and then it's more like, does this data make sense? If not, it's out. Girl laughs. That sounds like a lot of work. Ever just want to delete everything and start over? Talking about suicide? Sometimes I think about it, but no.
I think my brain just committed suicide.
The date got really dark really fast. I told you I'm on one today, dude. I don't know. But me, the data engineer, responds, yeah, tempting, but I prefer to debug. It's like solving a puzzle, and nothing beats the feeling when it all clicks into place. I mentioned her place. She's gonna think about us doing it now. That's me, the data engineer that's talking. Girl asks, do you ever dream in code? It's been known to happen when I was learning Python, yes. There's also a big section of time that Tetris was in my dreams every single day. Right now, Dwarf Fortress layouts are in my dreams every single day. It's almost like dreams are correlated to the thing that you spend the most time doing, or the thing you most enjoy doing. Whatever. Me, the data engineer, says, I dream in code more than I'd like to admit. Sometimes I wake up thinking that I've just optimized the perfect data. Girl says, wow, always optimizing, huh? What about our date? How's it ranking? Me, the data engineer, I smirked and said, so far so good. I'd say we're hitting all the right metrics. No need for any A/B testing here. Oh yeah, that'll get her wet.
That'll make it throb.
Girl says, glad to hear it. Just don't go running any algorithms on me. And me, the data engineer, says, no worries, I'm all about organic connections. No artificial intelligence needed. Or organic intelligence, apparently. I mentioned an organic connection. Now she'll be thinking about our organs connecting. Oh my god, this is about the cringiest thing I ever read. You made fucking all of that up, didn't you? Or do you have a little tape recorder in your pocket so you can write this date down for LinkedIn? Really just hire a stenographer to sit at the table with you. Be like, I know some of this is gonna be good for my social media profile, okay? Just write all of it down, I'll sort it out later. Okay, sir, but it's $100 an hour. That's fine, I'm paying this girl $300. Why would you go on the internet and make something like this up? He's like, oh yeah, we had a totally sexy conversation about algorithms. I mean, I guess it could work, you know, a little double entendre, could be kind of hot, but not the way you do it. You're doing it all wrong, talking about bugs and stuff like that. Now she's thinking about AIDS. You didn't consider that, did you?
Get him out of here! He's got AIDS!
Oh, Akhil, good luck. If I had a date that bad, I'd kill myself. So I'm killing myself today. I don't know what's happening. Bros living the dream. What do you think? Colin Rutherford says, have you heard of International Bottle Night? Probably not, because my girlfriend and I invented it during a summer evening in Medellin, Colombia. We fly to another continent, put our phones away, open a bottle of wine, then cook dinner together and talk. That's it. We simply talk. Enjoy each other's presence. What do you think? I think that it's really fucking weird that you need to fly to another continent in order to do this. Is it not protocol to put your phones away when people are enjoying a meal together? Colin really thinks he invented all of this. What do you mean you can't afford to fly to another continent? How will you ever just talk and enjoy each other's presence? Might blow your mind to know that you could do it for free. You don't need wine, you don't need to go anywhere. If that makes it more special for you or something, I guess go off. It's great you have the money to supposedly do that, but deep down in my heart, I know that this is probably just another social media lie. And I think it's sad that you can't interact with your spouse outside of bottle night. Is that part of the rules? Bottle night's the one night that Chad has to work, so she comes over and you guys drink a bottle of wine and then she shoves the bottle inside of herself on a webcam? But it's classy, because we did it in South America. Oh, God. That joke's probably too far. We're almost finished here. It's fine. This is who's throwing your resume away and expecting us to feel bad for how hard her job is. When you upload a job ad for US Remote Azure DevOps Engineer role and get over 400 applications in 24 hours, I've got through about 80 and only one's been suitable so far. The job market is tough, but Easy Apply is the devil. What the hell does this even have to do with anything? She just wants to advertise to the internet that she's definitely in charge of something. Hashtag girl boss. She's upper management material. Oh yeah, if that's true, why don't you manage your hair, you frump? I thought her nails were dirty, but it's just like a backwards French tip, which looks stupid and makes your nails look dirty all of the time. Pull yourself together. I don't care about your job. Ew, I threw away over 100 applications. I'm such a bad bitch. Okay, well, now go home to your over 100 cats. Maybe we're getting a little mean. It's fine. It's been a weird episode. First dip into this thing, and I'm already taking the gloves off. He's absolutely raging that someone asked how he is. I got a cold call this morning, and the person started with, "Hi, Werner, how are you?" And my blood started boiling. I could feel anger rising from the surface. I told her, "You have to learn proper phone etiquette." Oh, okay. Not doing too well then, I guess. You don't call people and ask, "How are you?" You introduce yourself first. "Hello, Werner, this is so-and-so calling from such and such," and then you get on with it. And then you can ask, "How are you?" But you don't simply start by asking, "How are you?" Werner, has anybody checked you for maybe some signs of autism there? I understand you think this is how things are supposed to go, but it's not always how it goes. And sometimes we have to adapt and adjust. It's hard, it is, but I know if you practice, then you can definitely learn how, little buddy. How long have you been calling people? Is this your first day on the job? You may need some sales training, or your sales manager should be fired. And then there's another quote there. He didn't open it, so I don't know if he actually said that to the person. I guess we're just pretending that he did. I paused at this point, waiting for an answer. Silence pursued. Finally, the person on the other side spoke. "Werner, this is your son's teacher. You forgot to pack his lunch." And also, the teacher knows that kid's dad is a fucking psychopath now. Lesson learned. Don't assume every unknown number is a cold call. Wow, we're really growing and learning out here, aren't we, Werner? What a weird guy. If this interaction happened at all, which it didn't, he doesn't even have kids. He's just looking for some engagement on his post. I can't believe anything that's posted here. I can't believe that these are real people most of the time. How do you think like this? You're just soulless corporate lizard brain. Job application. NOP says legend. After weeks of consideration, we've decided to go with another candidate who's better suited to our needs at this time. It was noted during your interviews you told both our recruiter and the hiring manager that they, quote, wasted your time because they were late, and, quote, took time off of work just to hear a lowball offer, and that we should have posted the salary range in the job description. We told you that we do this so people won't apply just for the money, after which you replied, what money?
You guys are getting paid?
Thank you for your time and consideration. Sincerely. Dude, that guy is a fucking legend. I've been joking about upper management material all day, but that guy? That's definitely the guy. He don't take no guff. He's got big balls. Big fucking brass balls. What money? I'm impressed. This guy, he's too smart to be kind. I struggle with the world. It seems designed for and populated by absolute morons. Yeah, why is everybody so stupid except for me? It's so hard being the smartest person ever. I went out for coffee and cake with my wife. I ordered a black coffee. The waitress, speaking in that sing-songy way that treats everyone like a child and seems to be how customer service works these days, asks me, an Americano? My response was to look at her with a hard expression. I had just told her with absolute clarity what I wanted. She could call it a French fucking poodle for all I cared. I don't know if you go out in public often. Given the way you act, probably not. But often when you order things at a restaurant, they will then repeat the order back to you to make sure that they have it correct. Surely you don't think that's an inconvenience to you. If you think it's an inconvenience, then surely you can admit that it's less of an inconvenience than them bringing you the wrong thing, right? Let's try and logic this one out here, friend. I think you are the morons that you were talking about. Eventually she got the hint, sort of. Do you want milk with that? Black coffee! For fuck's sake! An expression crossed her face as if I'm the asshole. It's fortunate she couldn't read my mind. Then again, I doubted she could read anything. God, I can only see half of your face, but you're looking more punchable by the second. It might be that I'm autistic. It might be that I'm a psychopath. It might be that I have an IQ equal to most people's weekly caloric intake, but it's painful being the less stupid person in most situations. You were a stupid person in this situation. He's embracing these labels like autistic and psychopath like it makes him cool and interesting and gives him excuses to violate the social contract at every turn. But what he doesn't realize is it's all a big old red flag. I'd like to think that this is hyperbole, but like there's a real name attached to it, you know? Somebody put this on their LinkedIn profile for fucking prospective employers. If I was about to hire somebody and I went and checked and read this, I'd be like, what the hell? No! And then I'd fire him through text and he'd lose his mind over it. The world says be kind. Screw all that. Be present. Be interested. Be of value. I hope she's fucking spitting your drink. I would've. It's like, what's that? Oh, it's just it's bubbles from the coffee when we pour it. It might taste a little slimy, but just drink it down. You'll love it. He doesn't think of waitstaff as people. He's just like, yeah, you're of no value to me. It's like, sir, I'm performing my assigned function in society, okay? So are you, I guess, being the fucking village idiot. Fired his brother for having a life. Perfect. This is Michael Villardo. At my brother's bachelor party in Montreal, all I could think about was The Office. You have a problem, then. Yes, I'm that obsessed with work, and I wouldn't have it any other way because the obsession that me and my team have with education is the not-so-secret sauce that powers Subject. Which might be his company, I guess? Oh yeah, it is. It's under a stupid name. What a dumb name for a company, too. Just so non-specific, post-ironic irony. Yeah, we're gonna call it business. Wow, that's the best name for a company ever, dude. Everybody will know it's a business immediately, and also have no idea what the fuck you do. I bet that this will feel relatable to a lot of builders and founders. If you don't want to do your work on the weekends, you're not truly obsessed with it, which means you have a harder time going that extra mile required to achieve success. What about the extra mile required to have a healthy, happy, functional family? Oh, you're not married, are you, Michael? Your brother's having a bachelor party, but you never get to experience anything like that because no women are interested in you? I just need to have this amount of cash in my bank account, and then I'll start approaching women. Take my brother, for example. I initially hired him at Subject because he's super talented and smart, but his passions show up differently. He's a hobbyist, ready to clock out at 5 p.m. to go rock climb or skateboard, and that's just not our culture at all. Well, call me a loosey-goosey if you need to, but I think the rock climbing skateboarding culture is a lot cooler than whatever the fuck we're doing at Subject, sitting at a desk, watching Japanese MILFs rubbing our junk through our jeans for 15 hours a day.
Oh, sorry to interrupt. I just came to clear the search history off my computer before the IT guy... he's already got it.
Boy, you're really all in on us, Akira.
It starts to chafe after a while, Michael! I wanted my brother Daniel Villardo to be happy and successful by his definition, not ours. So he moved on from Subject, and now he's crushing it in his new career. I'm thrilled for his success. This is all like so thinly veiled and passive-aggressive. I have to make sure that I tag him in it so he sees it. With your own fucking family member. I'm mortified. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong whatsoever with pursuing hobbies or work-life balance, but his interests and work-style preferences just didn't make him a great fit for our education-obsessed team. Our team loves work like it's our favorite hobby. That sounds like a nightmare. That sounds like a corporate hellscape. Please, get me out of here! I'm cool with stating this bluntly, because we're based in a city of 10 million people. We can be honest about seeking out 20 obsessives from that 10 million and leaving the other hobbyists to enjoy their own interests. My personal barometer for culture fit is, I hope, obvious by now. You have to be truly obsessed with education to thrive at Subject. Hit us up if that's you. This is supposed to be the flex. I fired my brother. Yeah, we need somebody that will not do anything except work. You have to live at the office, essentially. Sometimes Michael wants you to crawl under the desk because, you know, it's lonely in the office. He's got no prospects on the horizon. Look at him. This is him and his brother. His brother's the one with the stupid ears, but he still got married. Michael, clearly older, clearly somewhat stuck in life. He doesn't have a personality outside of making the numbers go up, which... I don't know, if that's what you want to do, I guess that's fine. People find purpose in different ways. I just think it's sort of sad and depressing to base your entire existence around it, which is the basis, of course, of LinkedIn Lunatics. So I hope that you enjoyed this episode, friends. It's a new one, exciting. Let me know what you thought, if you'd like to see more, especially if you hate it, if you never want to see it again. But I don't know, I had a really good time with it. It's going to be hard to beat this episode, I'll tell you. It's probably my favorite LinkedIn Lunatics episode. The only one we ever made, so that's easy. Anyway, I hope you'll check out the Fourth Wall, like I said. Sign up on the Patreon or the YouTube memberships if you'd like to support us month to month. That extra bit of money is really what's keeping my family afloat right now, so I appreciate anything that you can send my way. If that number is 0, well, I don't know, send some good vibes or something. You probably did already because you watched till the end of the video. The algorithm loves that shit. So really, I can't ask much more from you, except, friends, that you always remember that you are loved, you are worthy, you definitely deserve it, and I shall see you in the next one, so until then, bye-bye.